Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Liz and this is Let's Get Lizical, where I do everything card making. Today is going to be a bit of a different video. I'm going to do a bit of a crafty haul at the beginning for things that I've bought over the past few months. And for the second half of the video, I'll be making like a New Year's card with one of the sets I got. And I will be I want to do a voiceover where I can like speed through the card making and then just give you kind of like a year in review. This was my first year doing YouTube. This will be my 75th video, which I'm pretty excited about, that I got 75 videos out since this past February. It's a little crazy. So yeah, so I'll show you guys what I bought from Simon Says Stamp over the past couple of months. I just ordered another set because their January card kit was to die for and I had to have it. I usually don't buy card kits unless I'm going to use the majority of it or everything. Otherwise, I might just buy like the stamp set or just whatever separately. But this card kit was, of course, a snowflake card kit, so I had to have it. But anyway, so I'll show you what I've been purchasing lately. I finally got a hold of a waffle flower grip mat to put into my Misty. It's just like a clear polymer sticky mat, basically. It's the same quality as all of the stamp. You can use this for stenciling, you can use it for stamping. I do have the sticky mats that go in the Misty that are made by My Sweet Petunia, but I thought that this would be good for a wider range of things because they are very sticky. I wouldn't use them for stenciling, but this will be very helpful with stenciling. I have a lot of stencils I need to use because I keep buying them and not using them. So this year you'll probably see that quite a bit. I purchased MFT 2 sets. I think I showed this in my shaker tag video just because I used both of these sets. But there's North Pole Pals and Snow Happy. These were super adorable. You can never have too many snowmen and polar bears with cute little penguins, ever. So purchase them all. So I got those. I also got this Alton New Dynamic Duo set. I don't have any. I think I have a few of their stamp sets, but they're very small. Like one's just Merry Christmas, and the other one's just like a little layered moon. It does like a solid layer and then it does some texture, and I love that set. But I don't have a ton of Alton New products, but I liked the fact that you could stamp and stencil for color. I did test one and I just like fussy cut it out. But I really love the results. This will be very good for like Mother's Day cards. So I will probably make up a ton of cards with like flowers on them for Mother's Day, and like spring type cards. Maybe some thank you cards would be nice in this, but like I really like how quick and easy it is. So you'll be seeing this again as well. You'll see all of these again. I'm using them, but I also, again, can never have too many dragon sets. This is the Me and My Legend. Next year is the Year of the Dragon for the Chinese Lunar and New Year. So they came out with this set. It's so cute. It's very like Spirited Away vibes for me. I really want to color this one to look like Haku, which is the dragon in that movie. If you've never seen it, you have to see it. I love Studio Ghibli movies and I'm very excited. This is probably the set that I'll use today for the card, but I won't be coloring it like Haku today. I'll probably use traditional red and like gold-ish colors for the stamping and coloring. And then Simon had a sale on, and these stamp sets I was a little on the fence about just because I really don't need any more, guys, but I keep purchasing them. Anyway, so these were on sale a few weeks ago. They were regular $25 on for 10. I got 3 different sets. I'll show you those too soon. But this is just like a bunch of different Christmas trees. If you needed the same kind of like the Maud and Mary, I think it was from MFT, this is I think it's maybe a bit smaller than that set, or around the same size. But this gives you the same look as the video I did, which I can link at the end of this video. But it just has like different like modern type Christmas trees. This one's called Trees and Stars. And it comes with a few sentiments as well. I love this one with like, it's kind of like a Santa or an elf face with like a bunch of presents. And then I love the like geometrics of the other ones. Very cute. So you'll probably see some Christmas cards throughout the year with those. I also got this Winter Wishes set. which is by CZ Design, and it's just like a layering set with different poinsettias, leaves, berries. Again, I was on the fence with this set just because I don't need any more Christmas sets. My bin is full of Christmas. I have one bin dedicated to just Christmas, and the other ones are just different brands and stuff. I'll be doing a video for my organization later this year, so you'll see it, but I just thought this was like cute, simple. You can do some quick cards with these, and I did finally finish my set of Simon inks, so I will be utilizing those. This set, again, was on the fence. There's only like a few people I could think of to make cards for. These are absolutely adorable. I was like, I have to have this set, and then I was like, do I really need it? It is like Disney princess themed, which I love. You get Belle, Snow White, Rapunzel, Cinderella, even like little Tinkerbell. And this was done by, I believe, Alberto designed this set. His coloring is amazing. And I do have his mermaid set as well, which I have not yet used, but I do have it sitting with some stuff. So you'll see it at some point this year. I just haven't had a chance to get around to it, but I'm very excited to make some cards with those as well. I also got this Twinkling Stars background just because I love Simon's red cling stamp backgrounds, and it's just like twinkling lights, so I could like stamp this on black or navy or something just to make a cool night scene, or just even do it in white and do a heat emboss technique. So you might see that a few times. And I also got the last 3 sets that I was missing from my Simon's Positively Saturated ink cubes. I have been like slowly purchasing these with orders because this is like 20 USD. I'm in Canada, so obviously it's more for me. But these were the only sets that I was missing. I was originally not going to do like the pinks, the purples, the yellows, and oranges because I don't use those colors very often. But because I bought that Altenew set with the flowers, I figured I might as well have them. And these grains are different than the other grain set that I have, because the other grain set that I have is more so like pines, spruces, like darker, more toned down greens, whereas these are the brighter greens. So I figured I should have these. And again, like these will, I have my Lawn Fawn ones as well, but these will eventually replace those completely. Whenever they're dried out, they're done. Just because these are more value because they are water reactive. So you can do techniques like I showed last week where you splatter water onto the image and it just leaves drops. You can see the spots where the water just like picks up the ink, so it gives it some extra texture, which is why I bought this whole set. So you can buy the whole set at one time. It's I think $1.99, and you get all 10 sets. But again, I've been just like slowly adding them into orders. And I just wanted to quickly show you how I swatch these out. I'm gonna swatch them out onto cards similar to this with my cardstocks. I'll probably do one for my inks as well, where I'll just cut a bunch of white tags and just stamp the color here just so I have access to it at my desk, because everything else is behind me on shelves. But I just want to quickly show you what I do with these. So I knew these were coming, so I took a whole bunch of, I took a big long 1-inch strip and I cut it into 1/4 inch sections. And then I just kind of like ink blend and then glue it to the front of this. So I make sure, okay, the name's here, and I'll stick the swatch there. So I'll just get my silicone mat out. And for this, I usually use my brushes. Apparently I've been dipping into the blues. I think this is the dye ink. I usually keep one for dye, one for oxide, and I think the oxide ones are usually like softer looking, so hopefully this doesn't mess it up. But I just kind of ink blend it a bit, and then I'll set it aside, let it dry. I'll just do the 7 yellows here. And then work from lightest to darkest, that way you can like wipe off in between, but I tend to not bother. And then that's that. And these are very saturated. Like when they say positively saturated, they mean these are positively saturated. I'm gonna flip this one over. It looks a bit dirty. I'm just gonna wipe it off on my cloth here. Okay. Okay, and then you don't really need to hold it with the silicone mat. It pretty much stays in place. It might move a little bit, but. So those are our 3 inks all swatched out. And just to clean up, just spray a little bit of water and wipe away. So then what I do is I grab my 1/4 inch double-sided tape. So it's basically the same. I think it's very slightly smaller than these. And I will just put the tape across. And then I can cut the ends. And then I can either hold it or just use like something like this to help stick it. That I just press it into that, and then I have a swatch. I know what the color looks like on the outside, and I can grab them out of my tray. I showed you guys my tray I think last week as well, or a few weeks ago at this point. But I keep them in basically like a bead tray, and I keep the tray upright, which I can show again in when I do my organization video later in the year. I haven't decided when I'm doing it yet. It's something I will be working on over the Christmas holidays. And I've done the same thing with all of the oxide inks that I have. I don't have too many, but if that, I feel like I don't need the full set for this. I definitely do. They're also only ink cubes. The oxide inks I have are full pads. It just takes up a lot of room having all of these types of inks. It's a bit crooked. But yeah, so that's how I label my inks and put them into my container so that I know what the color is going to look like when it's done. So now I'll just cut into card making and my voiceover and let you guys know what's going on. See you in a minute. Hey guys, so me again, testing out a new microphone, by the way. Hopefully this works out. I'm going to be probably having to play around with this for a while, but I just wanted to test it for this video because I've had some issues with people saying that I'm too quiet, which I think it really depends on what device you're listening to, what type of headphones you're using as well, because I did notice that when I was editing it sounded fine through the headphones that I was using, but then when I used my wireless headphones it was extremely quiet. So when I edited this video for the first portion, I made sure I was using my wireless headphones, and then I just increased the sound, so hopefully it's not as bad. I've also noticed that it depends on if you're watching it through a TV or your cell phone. Cell phones tend to, or like cell phones, iPads, whatever, they tend to work better. But then when I'm watching my own videos on my TV, I definitely have to crank up the sound. So hopefully this year my sound will be better. Yeah, so I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, I just wanted to chit chat a little bit about my experiences this year and what I want to get done for next year, things to look out for with my channel and everything. So if you guys have been around for a while, you know I started this channel back in February. I have about 440-ish subscribers right now, and thank you all, by the way. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the support, and I know a lot of you do enjoy my videos even if they are a little quiet. Sometimes certain people will just, the visuals is enough for them and they don't necessarily need to hear my voice or whatever. You might even speed through the videos, I don't know, but it's good to know that you guys are enjoying the content and that you appreciate my work and the tips and tricks that I provide. So thank you to all of you who comment, give constructive feedback and everything. I do appreciate that, and I will try to work on the things that I need to work on for next year. This year's been pretty interesting. I learned how to edit videos. Sorry if you hear cats in the background. This microphone's very, very sensitive to sounds. But that's Ash. Ash is saying hi. He's not allowed in my craft room, as I've mentioned before. There's stuff all the way around here, so the cats are not allowed in here. But yeah, so it's been interesting. As I mentioned earlier, I've put out 76 videos. Actually, this is my 76th video, which is crazy. I didn't think I was going to do that many, but I tried to do at least one a week, and then once in a while I throw out an extra one when I want to get some things in. I did my Christmas series on video this year instead of blogs, which I've done previously. So that was fun. It's, I think, very helpful because I also find it helpful when I can see how things are made as opposed to getting it described in a video for me. So I think that was much better. That's kind of actually why I wanted to move to YouTube from the blogs, because I just find visually it's better to be watching things than have it described to me. And I feel like most crafters are the same way. I did learn how to knit and crochet and everything. Like, my mom did teach me a little bit when I was younger. She did try to teach me to crochet, but she's left-handed, so she does it opposite. But I did teach myself during college how to crochet via YouTube. Same with all the card making videos. Like, I learned everything through YouTube, so I think it's just good to have this platform and also have just like a different take on things that I've learned throughout the years that I've been doing this, and just show that to you guys and just, share the things that I make, which I love doing. So yeah, so that was my experiences for this year. I've met a few people through Instagram and YouTube as well. Not in person yet, but just, support friendships and such through social media, which is interesting and fun. And I hope to do that more next year. And next year I will also be working on some more content. Obviously, I will stick to my once a week uploads for now, because I do work a full-time job Monday to Friday, and I do need to spend time with my friends and family as well. So once a week is enough for me for now. And again, like, if I have extra videos, I'll post them depending on either the occasion that it's around, or if I feel like I need to put out some other things quickly. So again, at least once a week, and I will continue to add when needed. I will still do my Christmas and July videos. I'll still do my holiday card series from November to December like I did this year. And I'm also working on some new content for my Etsy shop. So I'll be working on more digital stamps, more cut files for this year, which I really enjoyed doing. And I think I do want to get more into the digital stamps because I do enjoy coloring them. And I like the fact that you can scale them however you need to. Whereas when you buy stamp sets, really, that is the size that you can use. So like, digital stamps for me do have their benefits. And since I have a printer, I might as well do it, because regular inkjet printers work great for digital stamps. So I'll be probably doing more of that as well, which is exciting. I have a whole bunch of ideas. Like, I have a whole sketchbook full of different card designs and different digital files I want to work on and stuff. So I will be doing that throughout the year. And I'll be doing a card sale in May, which, I think most of my subscribers are in the United States, so they wouldn't exactly be in the area. But if you're in the Hamilton area, I will be just outside of Hamilton doing a market in May if you want to come and check it out. Probably be working on a few blog hops with people this year, which will be fun. I'm going to try to do some more informational videos, more techniques, and just like a little bit more of everything. If you guys have anything you would like me to do, I know there's one of my subs that want more information on the Brother Scan and Cut, so I will probably do a video for that. I was planning on doing it in January, but I don't really have the video set up for that, so hopefully I'll be able to do it in July. I am getting a new camera from Logitech. It's in a Kickstarter right now, just for like webcam filming equipment that's on an arm. Right now I'd film all of my stuff on my phone, which has been great, because I did try a digital camera at one point and it was actually worse quality than my phone. So I just went back to filming everything on my phone. So hopefully in the middle of the year, when I have more equipment and I'm able to do the kind of setup, I would like to do more tips and tricks and tutorials on my Brother Scan and Cut as well, because I do love working with that machine. I mention it in quite a few of my videos that it is a tool that's very helpful for me, especially as a card maker and a stamper, because I'm not having to buy coordinating dies for things anymore, and it just helps me save money. But then I spend that money on stamp sets, so who knows if it's actually saving me money. But yeah, so I'm going to be working on a whole bunch of new stuff, and I hope you guys stick around. And this year I would like to get to 1,000 subs at least. It's my goal for the 2024, and we'll see if we can make that happen. But thank you so much again, guys, for your support. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Happy New Year, and wish you all the best. Thanks. Bye.